Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to On Cue Billiards in Mesa. This is the Mothlike Masters Tournament, inaugural one. We've had some technical issues. That's why we're a bit late. I do apologize. And there are still some little glitchy things to do with the table. So it's going to be Michael Fernandez from Average San Diego Pool Player. He's going to be leading the commentary, and he's got Linda Perez assisting him ably on the second mic. We're just going to have a little bit of an issue with the camera switching, so he's going to have to bear with him, but I'm sure we'll get there. And please don't forget to stick messages in the chat. We really do appreciate it, and it's wonderful if you can stick something in there. Thank you very much indeed.
Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Mike, thanks for having me. My name is Michael as well, average SD pool player. And we are super excited to be here at the inaugural Mothlike TV tournament. All right. Okay, perfect. Looking good.
Quick sound check. Probably best if you.
Sorry.
Just for the way the wires are. Sorry, I do. But you both got a comfy seat. Do you want your mic on? Give that a try.
Okay, on here. We're testing this out. Make sure it all sounds well, and so we can get the ball rolling. No pun intended. All right, so we've got. Oh, this is Linda Perez.
Hey, Linda.
Hey, Mike. Super excited to be on the stream.
I think that's sounding great.
Yep.
Looks like I'm riding the yellow.
Yep. Sounds good.
Cool.
Just have to speak up a little bit.
No, please. We're going to figure it out as we go. And we want to thank everyone for tuning in to Mothlike TV today.
When you switch it there, you're going to basically have to look at the individual screen.
Oh, dang. I got some lipstick on here.
So I want to do it. That might get a bit closer in here because he's going to have to be switching cameras whenever he does that. It's going to be one person does that.
Linda, a production. I think one of the bigger productions Mike has done. You know?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was hosting one of the tournaments at O Billiards. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
I think that's the one that really started bringing him out because of the quality of the stream, and we had some pretty solid players there, and so now he's starting this tournament.
And we're automatically starting here with Tommy and Bev. So they lagged. Tommy won the lag and chose 10 ball.
He chose 10 ball, which is a race to 7. If it were to have been 9 ball, it would have been a race to 8. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And in either instance, Bev is going to get a 1-game handicap due to the difference in Fargo rating here.
I think it's a 50-point gap. If there's 50 points, you get a rack. 50-point difference. But look at her. She's a BCA Wednesday big table player, 10 ball. So she already knew. Let me do this 1-10 combo and
she
win that first game.
Look at that. She is up 1-0. She is racing to 7. Or no, she's racing to 6, I think.
6.
So we'll make that correction later on the stream on the interface, but Bev is racing to 6. Tommy will be racing to 7. Thank you once again for joining us this evening on Mothlike. We'll see while we're in the middle of a break. Let's see if we can switch over and see how this works. We have Brian and Brent right there. Brian currently at the table, pocketing the one ball. Great shot on the 2 ball. If we get down for the 3, let's switch back over to the feature match. Here we are.
Do you know if we're gonna play down to 2 tonight? We're gonna play out.
Yes. So,
yeah, right.
So all 4 matches that are currently playing
Mhm.
will play one more additional match this evening, and then the winners of those 2 matches will play 2 Saturdays from now in the semis and in the finals.
Okay, so this is Group A, and then Group B, which you and I are in,
Yes.
will be playing next Tuesday at the same time, 7 o'clock.
Yes.
And then the finals will be on the 19th.
Correct.
Okay, so, all right.
A nice noontime show.
Mm-hmm.
So super excited for that. You know, really excited with Holt's kind of production and kind of his whole idea of creating a tournament series for not only just for the YouTube, but to feature local pool talent, which we could always use more here in San Diego.
Yes, I feel like we don't have nearly enough of these unique tournaments. So Brian and I just came back from Denver and Wyoming. So Denver does a $600 buy-in. I believe it's a 1050 and under Fargo rated event. So I said $600. 32 players played once a week, and like the payout for first place is like 15 grand. And played out once a week for like an extended period of time, so you get time to practice with your partner.
Oh, wow.
And then match up, and they do that for Sunday night dinners.
Okay.
Also, which is, I would love to start something like that here.
Yeah.
And you only need 1 table.
No, but Mike's efforts onto putting
And
this
this
together.
is right behind that, is what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
This is starting. It's pretty much the same concept, just 16 players,
Yeah.
and playing 2 matches out on one night. It's the start of, more pool in San Diego.
You know, we also want to thank all the players who have, decided to take on the challenge of being in the tournament. Super excited to feature every single one of these players. But, it's one thing as a YouTube pool streamer myself. It's one thing to play, but it's another thing to play while being recorded.
Oh, of course. It adds another layer of intensity to the game, and you've got to be able to push through that. And, when you just do it over and over, you do just become, like, it's second nature, and you don't even think about it anymore. But it does take many, many times of being on the stream to get past it, because a lot of people will choose not to be on a stream. But I think at this level, these guys, they they can tune everything out, and and girls like that. And here's Tommy. I was talking about how Tommy, there's a handful of men that can fold under playing a woman, because they have everything to lose, their reputation of like, I lost to a girl. But Tommy is one of those players that's like, oh, I'm a player and you're a player, and that's what we're doing. We're playing. So
I agree. I think every one of these
fun
players
to
who
watch.
are participating in this tournament are all competitors at heart.
Yes.
And I think ultimately, no matter what your Fargo rating, no matter what your experience, the competition is kind of what brings people together here. So super excited once again to have everyone kind of participate in this inaugural tournament here on Mothlike TV. So just to clarify as well, too, Tommy and Bev are playing 10 ball, which is a race to 7. Bev does have a 1-game handicap, so they're both racing to 7, but she's technically up 2-0 right now if we were
Correct.
keeping the score as is. So unfortunately, the interface has it where it looks like she's racing to 8, but both players are technically racing to 7. I might as well give Bev her 1 rack already as well too.
Might as well.
And yes, this is the average SD pool player. I myself have a full YouTube channel content, and you know, I've been very lucky to partner and coordinate with Mike on his YouTube channel as well too. All in all, just promoting San Diego local pool, local talent, and you know, showcasing the best of what we have down here. All right, we currently have Tommy here on the 8. Looking to get position here in the center of the table. Probably go 2 rails, front rail, long rail, back towards the center. Tries to go 1 rail just to ensure the angle. Avoids scratching the side. So the matchups tonight, we got Mike Holt and Jeff Harrell on one table. You're currently watching Bev Cook and Tommy Woodland on another table. On our opposite table, we have Brian Wroolie and Brent Fox, and then Louis Abarca and Matt Servant on the other table. We have 4 tables currently running right now tonight. Tommy just overcutting that 9 ball in the corner. Tough because his cue ball was right on the rail, so it's very difficult to get total control of that. Bev back at the table here. This is her opportunity to extend her lead to 3-0.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Was just talking about tapping the table
Yeah.
slow down and
And she says it
instinctively.
works.
Yeah. I think to some extent it does work a
Sure.
little bit.
It's transfer of energy,
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
Stop, 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 stop.
Okay,
Yeah.
little hop up there, but that's still wished it in there.
She gets it.
Yeah.
We're at 3-0 here. We'll see. Let me do a little. Oh. I'll lose the stream here. All right. So let's move over to see if we could do Mike Holt on this one.
You know how to move all this, huh?
Oh, there we
neat.
go. Look at that
Gosh, man, look
fanciness.
at you. It's
I'm
all that
trying-
Nintendo. I don't know what it
Just call me a nerd. It's okay,
Just-
Linda. I'm nerdy.
Okay.
We're gonna try our best to keep up with all the scores of the matches tonight. As you can tell, very difficult considering we have 4 tables concurrently running right now. But we want to try and give you guys a preview of most of the matches going on right now. Definitely want to make sure that we stream Ulti himself. It's only his channel. Currently on the 1 ball here. Ulti with a great cut shot all the way down the rail. Does only see a half of the 2 ball here, so he's looking to play a safety. They elected to play 9 ball for this one, so they'll be racing the 9. But Jeff does have a 2 rack advantage due to the handicap based on the Fargo rating. Jeff approach the table. Jeff goes for that cut down the table, but he lucks in the 5 there in the corner, so he remains at the table with a shot on the 2.
Mm. Nice little thin cut here. I've never seen Jeff play before. We just met him tonight, officially.
He's got a great stroke, like
Yeah.
very confident, you know, just really likes to go for the shot, which I think, you know, for a
Fun
young
to
player,
watch.
yeah, fun to watch, young player. So it'll definitely be an exciting match, to say the least.
Okay. Well, yeah, definitely is going for a little tough wrap with the 4-8
Yeah.
right there.
Not a clear run out by any means.
And they chose 9-ball. Okay.
Yes. For those who
That's a
don't know,
long race enough to. I'd go 9-ball for race to 7 for sure.
it's a very
Or 8.
competitive race.
8, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
race to 8 for that
Yeah.
on 9
There's
ball.
plenty of opportunity there. Ooh. Oh, look at this. And he went for a breakout.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
you're
mean,
right. He is going for things.
I'm not mad at that shot
No,
by
I
any
mean,
means.
just a little smoother and
If he would have made that, he
Yeah.
definitely would have had some sort of a shot on the.
yeah.
On the so. Mike has an easy shot on the 3, but the difficulty in the shot is getting position on the 4. And from the looks of it, he has to get a very specific angle in order to pocket the 4.
I didn't go in the direction you wanted to, but he could probably save here.
Yes, this is
Right
a
behind
perfect.
the 8. That's
Oh,
beautiful.
just marries him right next to
Nasty.
that 8. Bang time pool, yo from Florida. Good to see you on here on the stream. Thank you guys for joining us once again on the stream here on Mothlike TV. If you haven't already, please like the stream as it does help out the channel. Help really spread this video out and live stream out to more viewers.
I'm going to share it right now, too, on my...
While you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you love cool content such as this. Again, this is the inaugural first round of the Mothlike TV tournament here in San Diego, California. Oh, Jeff with a fabulous kick there. That's gonna definitely build up his confidence with that for sure. We're here at On Cue Billiards here in La Mesa, and the energy in here is pretty high. There's a lot going on. We have league, we have casual players. The room is full, so the tournament's really kind of in the midst of all of this, but we have all these competitors just playing hard and knowing that they just need to win 2 matches tonight in order to get to the finals in 2 weeks. It's a very generous prize pool for place taking $600.
Is it going to be winner take all?
No, so the first place winner of the tournament will get $600. Second place will get $400.
Okay.
And third and fourth will be getting $200 each.
Okay.
So it's a nice payoff for winning 2 or 3 matches. So you know, again, let's give it up for all these players that are participating in the tournament for the first time. Mark Greenblatt, greetings from Seattle. Nice to have you on the stream with us this evening. Jeff here with a long shot on the 8. This is going to be a real tester for him to see how straight he's stroking tonight.
What is he calling this tournament? Is it just like Mothlike? What is it called?
Tournament.
It's the Mothlike tournament.
I think
Okay.
that's just what we're going with at this
Okay.
point. Mothlike Masters.
Mothlike Masters.
Yes. Inaugural Mothlike Masters, which is a new live stream billiards tournament series for amateur players with a Fargo rating of 620 and under here in the San Diego area. Mike really put this tournament together with the objective to, provide quality match play of similar skill level players and the opportunity to win attractive cash prizes, like we just mentioned, without the long waiting time of traditional tournaments, which, I can definitely appreciate the time and effort that Mike's putting into this, because he's not only running the tournament as the organizer, director, whatever you want to call it, but he's also playing in it. He's going to be here next week and on finals day, win, loser, draw for him. So
Yeah, and I believe so. This one was an invitational, just as a trial with some of the people that would give him some good feedback, and obviously good players as well. But it's the opening, the trial, and then after that, I believe it will be open to the public.
yeah, if you're interested by any means in joining a future Mothlike Masters tournament, please feel free to reach out on Holt's socials, which is on Facebook, or leave a comment on any one of his videos. Mike is really good about getting back to most of the comments.
Very responsive,
on his page. So don't be shy, and if you feel like you can compete in this kind of format and really put yourself up to the test and to the challenge, leave Holt a message, and he'll definitely get back to you as soon as he can. You like my telephone voice?
I do. You could sell me anything.
Well,
What you're selling, I'm buying.
oh
man.
I almost bought that
What's
ball.
this Mr. T? Linda's getting her shopping list together. What shopping? I missed it. I don't get the joke.
She's busy. Linda, you said you were just traveling recently.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
You traveled for a tournament specifically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, in Wyoming, my God, I gotta tell you guys about this place, okay? It's a little gem. It's population 1,800 people. The mayor and like all the residents get together and host this event for about 350 pool players. They run 3 events over a course of 4 days. And what they do is they set up all these valley tables, all anti-cloth, because anti-cloth is manufactured in Saratoga, Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
And they, oh, wow, nice shot. Look
Oh,
at
yeah.
that. So close. And what they do is they set up this community center, which is beautiful, by the way. And they use 4 other bars that are literally walking distance. You could throw a rock to. Tiny town, small little strip with hot springs, like 4 hotels, small, by the way. And they host, added $13,000. They did a sportsman, which is like, 3, 4s, and 5s in APA.
Okay.
A classic, and a masters. So masters, you would have to be really good, because they put Rodney Morris and Corey Deuel in there as well.
Oh yeah, I
So-
did see him compete in that.
Yeah,
tournament.
so they're there, very social, engaging with all the players, and each event had the classic. So they did an 8-ball classic, sportsman, and masters, and they did a 10-ball. And they did races to 4, very competitive. And first place was $1,000 for the 100 and I think it was 148 board for the 8-ball.
Okay.
And I took 3rd in the classic, and it was a single elimination, race to 4, 10-ball. So it was not bad. I mean, I paid $30 to get into that, and I got 180. So, and I got to, and they scheduled the matches so that you knew what time you needed to come back. So you had breaks in between. It's a tournament I think everyone should go to. It's the ultimate poolcation. There's nothing like it that I've ever been to. You get breaks in between, and you go and, you have dinner at the restaurant, or boba tea at the one boba stop. You soak in the hot springs. And so we flew into Denver and drove out with 30 other people from Denver. And
Can I ask, considering that you were in Wyoming, did you see any yak?
we saw deer walking through the town, about 5 of them. And then apparently moose also come up and just, peruse through the town. I'm like, this is so crazy. Like, it was so charming. And and the fact that, like, I played the mayor's daughter. She's 18 years old. I forget what her last name is, but her first name is Bailey. This girl was good. I mean, I'm just hoping she's able to venture out of that small little town because there's nothing around there, you know.
Yeah, Linda, tell us more about the boba in Wyoming.
Yeah,
Like,
boba was
what are we talking about? Are
okay.
we talking about
We're not talking
popping
about
boba?
we're not talking about convoy boba, okay? So
Okay. If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. um, you know, actually the dinners were good.
This live stream
Oh,
not
nice.
sponsored by any boba shops,
No.
by the way. So we do take sponsors. So if
Boba
you,
in Wyoming. That's Nelly. That's Nelly with talking right now.
which she is also participating in the tournament, we will see you next week.
Yes, she is.
100%.
I forgot who she's playing.
Linda, can you talk about potentially what it means to have women participate in tournaments like these?
I mean, we have a lot of good women pool players in San Diego. We have a lot of women that play, actually. We have two women divisions that are full. So, I mean, I think it'd be great. I mean, I'm part of the San Diego Women's Tour, and I'm always encouraging the women to get out on the big tables and play the guys because, you know, it brings out a different game. You know, when someone says, oh, you play like a dude, okay, what does that mean? You know, they have different pattern plays. They problem solve differently than women do. So it just, to have the women playing with these guys, it's going to just open up a new door to them and, you know, a different level of competition. And I think the guys like it. They like playing the girls.
Which is why I'm really excited about this tournament format that Mothlike, the channel, and everyone has put together, only because I think it definitely opens up, you know, the competition to all skill levels, all ratings, all genders, you know. So whatever the case may be, the inclusivity that, you know, these tournaments are going to have potentially is absolutely amazing.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like Tommy's draw shot there. That was,
Look at that.
look at that. Just
Okay.
ends up right behind the
Very
eight
close
ball.
to his work.
NATO, nice to see you in the chat there. Yeah, that's right, Boba Dilla.
NATO always.
Hi, NATO. Hi, NATO. Is there any way to wager on these matches? I think Linda is a favorite in her match. Wondering the odds. Well, the odds are in your favor.
Oh, that's Tad. That's who my opponent is. That's Tad Thurman. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about wagers.
Oh,
Well, you know,
dang.
I've been taking lessons once a week
Oh, dang.
and applying them in tournaments. So bring your best game, Mr. TT.
That sounds like a grudge match to me. Mr. TT, good to see you on as well, too.
No, Savannah, yeah, man. At the top right now. Oh, Brent. Yeah,
Yes,
Brent over.
We're going to show him. Oh, actually, I was going to go over to his match right now, actually. We haven't been able to. Let's see. Let's this camera. Oh, I'm going to go off game here. Okay. We appreciate your patience here as we go through the channel. You know, Mike's trying to do his best to really provide coverage on all tables tonight. We have multiple cameras up. We're just have to play around with the setup a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't see here. I have access to camera 2 at all. Camera 2. No, unfortunately not. I don't even have eyes on the other table as well too. We're gonna have to wait for a little bit. I apologize, and we'll try and get you at least an updated score for that table.
You know what I can do is I have an app for scorekeeping, and I can just have them put it up.
Yeah, so the tournament director and runner of the operation is also playing right now. So yeah, we definitely want to show off the other 2 matches. Unfortunately, the camera is not working at this time. Yeah, it's off for whatever reason. don't want to leave you guys with dead air, so we're going to keep it on these two matches for now, and we'll do our best to keep you guys posted and updated on the scores for the other matches for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, the cameras are essentially static to where they are now. That's why you get a really good, a solid view on the tables as is. As you can see, I can switch from this camera to this angle. So we're watching Holt's match right now, which we'll keep it on here for now since he's on two balls left on the table. I'll go over to switch scenes so we have the players. And if that I know how to do. Unfortunately, the second camera that's focused on the other two tables is currently not operating right now. So we're going to have to do a little bit of
Yeah,
technical
we
work
can't
on that
move it over. These cameras are taped down to stabilize them on a table. So, you know, they're pretty high-tech cameras. So
Yeah,
it's
we're
not like on a tripod that just, you know, we... Ooh, nice shot. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't mess with these cameras the way they're set up.
But again, we'll do our
But
best
we
to keep
will.
you guys updated as much as we can on the scores for all four matches. Again, we were running 4 simultaneous matches here tonight. So Lewis and Brent, we have 4-2 with Lewis up 4 games to 2. Brent does have a 1 rack handicap in that match as well too. Holt conceding that rack over to Jeff. Over to number 2 now.
All right. I was able to use a score board with my phone, and the score with Brent and Brian. Brent is up 3-1, and they are doing 9-ball.
Yeah. Back on now? Okay. Let me see if I can switch over.
Oh, wow, there you go.
We'll figure it out for you. Don't worry. Okay. Am I
Wow,
doing it? Am I doing it?
look, you
Alright,
are. Now you can
alright,
get both tables on there and then switch back and forth, huh?
Much of a nerd.
No. Dang, Jesse's trying to get all the action with all the players. Well, you better get in line, Jesse, because I got you next Monday.
Oh.
Where we got a 6 o'clock match here at On Cue.
Thank you, everyone, for your comments and, you know, really giving us the feedback here on the channel. We're here with Luis Abarca and Matt Servant.
Yes, Matt. Matt's a beast of a player.
Two beasts going at it
Yeah,
right
they
now.
both are.
Yeah.
They both are. I think Matt's cargo should be a little higher.
Oh,
He practices with Louis Ulrich, so come on. And he's got a table with taxidermy all in his room.
oh,
You know what they say about people with taxidermy.
wait, can I?
Oh,
I can
yeah.
scooch in a little bit. Get a good look at Louis' jersey, looking great there. Love that jersey. That jersey looks great.
Interesting.
All right, Chad. How's that looking on your end? And how are we sounding on your end? Let us know if it's looking and sounding good for you guys.
Try to slice that in there.
Matt with an
No,
opportunity
he left him
here.
a good position shot. So this is one that I'm practicing with coming back. Would you use just center left? Center left, right? Because that would
I actually like using a little bit of high left
just
here.
high left. Okay,
And letting
because
the
play
ball-
with both of them.
letting the cue ball go to natural angle.
Yeah.
Hit that perfect.
Uh-huh.
You want to hit it a little bit
Nice.
high so it hits that bottom rail first.
Okay.
And then the left will take over after it hits that bottom rail and go around the table and the
Okay,
natural
okay.
angle. Woohoo! We're looking and sounding good, Linda, and we're not even
Woohoo!
on the
We
camera.
look good. Dang.
If you know, you
If
know.
you
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we look and sound cute. I'm saying, you know. No, but we really appreciate you guys joining in. If you haven't already liked the stream, please go ahead and like this live stream. We would greatly appreciate it here on Mothlike TV. I have actually a fancy thing here. Watch this. After that. Ooh, overcuts the 7. Does he get it on the way back?
No, and leaves him perfect position to just come back and set up for that 8-ball.
Like, subscribe, and get notified. That's so fancy. All right, back to the action here. Luis, now spin this around for the 8 inside. Great speed on that shot. Draw this back just a little.
Yeah, a little draw shot. Pop, plug, and dropped it. That's it.
Luis pockets that one. We'll get you guys an updated score for that as well too. We're gonna switch over to Brian. Two again.
And then you turn the camera, don't you? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, why are you figuring this
Turn in,
out?
we turn in. You know, for just coming here 5 minutes before the production, I'm not doing too bad. Here's Brent at the table. He's on the 8.
And their score is 3-1 Brent.
3-1 Brent. Okay.
Yes, it is. Brent is on my Wednesday 10-ball team. Oh, boy. Now he's not on the team.
Difficult shot. It was
Just
on the back
kidding.
rail on that one. Brian with an opportunity here to make this in the corner. Ooh, hits that very
Ooh.
confident.
I thought I would have totally cut in the side. That's a crazy shot.
That is a close
I
match
don't like
there
that
as
one.
well
I don't
too.
like that shot.
3-2. We're gonna go back to Lewis and Matt here. Like this graphics, look at that. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Oh, Luis with a great
Made
shot
that
on
in.
that
Just
one.
Get in there. That's what he said. See, I don't have that kind of stroke yet where I'm just like, you know, get in the hole.
You know,
I'm still, I feel like I don't at least. I'm still like in the, you know, learning to add more. Oh shit, nice try.
you know,
You have that.
thank you. It's
You do.
I appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you, Linda. I think with shots like that, it's important to note that you are hitting it harder, so you will be losing a little bit of accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really important in shooting a shot like that is to make sure you have really good tempo in your strike of the ball
Mm-hmm.
and that you really follow through very well. I know we overutilize the concept of following through in pool a lot, but you just really need to stay down, keep your head down, and make sure that cue just goes forward.
Straight.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Yeah, that's just making it go straight, not, that pendulum swing. Like yes, you do want the pendulum swing, but you don't want your stick to go up. And a lot of times, like I've noticed, it would go up, and making it just go straight.
Aiming on the cue ball is super important. Like
He's gonna make him pay for this.
Plays a nice safety. This is going to use a lot of left-hand spin here to
Bring the cube up back down the table. Oh, he completely missed it, right?
just misses that.
Just
So now Lewis is on 2 fouls. So 3 consecutive fouls will result in a loss of game. So Matt has a very important decision here to see if he wants to go aggressive and go for the run out from here, or potentially play a game-winning third safety and ensure that Lewis fouls on his next turn at the table. It looks like Matt is going to attempt for the 3 foul here. Kind of difficult because there's a lot of balls up against the rail, and there's only so many balls in the middle of the table that he can use to hide. So taking his time here because he really wants to make this shot count.
Yeah, what's he gonna try to do? Like leave it behind that little 8-9
I think
and just skim it.
I think he might push the 2 behind the 3.
Okay, and leave the cue ball by the 7.
Something along those
cue
lines.
ball's gonna take off though. Oh no, look at this. Okay. Still got there in a different way. Wow. See, I would have never seen that shot.
He gets very good
like it.
cover. Yeah, Lewis can only go up table here. Just clarifying rules here. Again, super important. All these players are taking this tournament format very seriously.
And it's $100 buy, $100 game.
There's it's just important to keep that competition very.
Okay,
He hits it. He needs to hit a rail. He gets it. Great kick there from Lewis under all that pressure too. It's a close match
Being
score.
on 2 and yeah.
The great thing about Matt's safety, though, is that it kind of really opened up this table very, very well. His key shot is pretty much getting shot on this 3-5 combination, which kind of looks wired, but it actually is a bit off angle. Unfortunately, unable to hold that cue ball to get at that 3-5 directly. If he decides to kick this cue ball up table, the 3 does look big here because he has the side rail to go off of. Because he goes straight into it, but yeah, it's not the most clear-cut combo from here.
Jump it.
Oh, flying. Do you like the jump shot, Linda?
I do.
Oh,
I do like jump shots.
that's right.
Yeah, I'm not super good at them, but I do. I would jump this for sure.
Aren't you using a new jump cue or?
So I've been using quite a few different ones lately. I've used the Propel. I have the air jump, the Predator air jump. I've used Abrams magic wand.
Yeah.
I've also used the
Shout outs
Marty
to Abram,
Carey.
by the way.
What's that?
Shout outs to Abram.
Oh
by the
man,
way. World
Abram's the
champion
best.
Abram. Yeah.
He is the best. And what else have I used? Yeah, that Marty Carey one I was able to get over a bar. It's like a little needle. You know, there's different jump shots, different jump cues for different jump shots, just like cues. Like James Garcia that plays here, Jumpin' James, I call him.
Ah.
He's got a different cue for everything, for every jump.
I am not the best at jump shots, but I will try my hardest.
Yeah.
100%. I'm a purist when it comes to kicking at the table. I will always kick 99% of the time. But if the jump,
Good
almost
try.
gets it. Good try. But if the jump is called for and is necessary in the situation, I will give it my darndest. And
Right?
try.
And they look cool.
They do. They really do. You know, they don't look cool when you like whip
Oh,
them.
it's like you want to run and hide under a rock.
It's like the worst sounding miscue. It's like, but like, it's like an echo, and it sounds like, it's the worst. Let's see. You can tell it's not wired because Luis is trying to get him on a safety. Was unfortunately not able to get the safety. Leaves Matt with an open shot at the 3. The 3 does look like it goes past the 8 and the 9 here, so there's a bit of a field goal attempt here if he goes for this. Again, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, that's very much the Filipino in me, the Efren Reyes, 99% kick, 1% jump. Call me a purist, but that's just where I feel most comfortable. Good attempt to try and get the 9 moving there, but leaves Lewis with a long shot here on the 3 in the corner. Unable to get it, but leaves the 3 on that top rail for Matt. Pretty evident with the layout currently on the table, but whoever gets a first crack at that 3 ball will definitely have the best opportunity to win this rack. Jesse, great to see you on the stream. Looking forward to seeing you next week as well, too, in the Mothlike Masters Tournament. This is the inaugural Mothlike Masters Tournament. We're playing 4 consecutive matches right now. All scores on every table are very, very close. So the competition is higher tonight. Luis has a shot here on the 3. This is a key shot to get down here on the 4. Oh, hit that very nice. Just didn't pocket it. But look at the position. So definitely worth the attempt there. So the shot to pocket the 3 is easy. It's just the position to get back down where the cue ball is now is the tough part. So Matt needs a great stroke here to come back down table. Oh, and that's a beautiful stroke. Great shot. He did the pocket just a little bit to the left in order to get that cue ball on a better angle down table, and he is rewarded with a great run out opportunity here. If he comes up high enough for this 5. So Matt can only see the right side of the 5 as you see it currently on your screen, which is his left side. Fortunately, not enough of the 5 ball to pocket it. So he's in a tough position here. Hitting any part of the right side of that 5 is going to result in a scratch. So he's looking at it. Go for a stay here, which would be very successful. Oh, can you imagine? He went around the pocket Louis looking at that too. It went around the pocket, in and back out. Didn't even touch the 5. Lewis now with an opportunity to get this rack for himself. Nice bump off that 8 ball to have stun draw angle off the 6. Get the 7 on the side rail. Oh, this holds up. Decided to stay on the short side. Fortunately, held up as well too. A little bit. You can tell the pressure is very, very evident here in all these matches. You know, cargo rating aside, we're talking about just straight competition. Matt decides to stay on the short side of the 6, which very high percentage at this point. Don't want to really move the cue ball around too much if you don't have to. Needs one more good shot here on the 7. Need to draw back for the 8 in the side or roll a little bit forward for the 8 the bottom right corner as you see it on your screen right now. I would probably go for the draw here just so I could let out my stroke, but let's see what Matt does here. Oh, makes an excellent shot into that corner. Perfect speed, didn't roll up too far behind that 9, and he had a great opportunity here to get this rack for himself. Tie up this match. Has this 9 ball on the side, and we have once again 4 tables concurrently in action, and we will try and keep it on most of the tables as much as we can. Always want to get it near the beginning of the rack to provide us with the most content. But we'll switch over to Brent's table right now. Currently on 8 ball. Get an updated score for that as well. This is for Brent to tie up the set here. They are racing to 8 this 9 ball match. Even race. That's a great looking 9. So we are tied for this matchup. We're going to move over to Holt's match now. Him in a little bit. There we go. All right. Update the score. Mike with 4. Jeff with 3. Have a tap here with Jeff being down for 100 points here so that he gets 2 games. They've elected to play 9 ball, so they will be racing 8. Mike with a Nice 2-rail shot onto the 5 in the side pocket here. Use a little bit of low right English to draw off that short rail, come back towards the center of the table. To dig deep on this ball, get the action that he's looking for. Wants to keep it on the right side of the table, which is very difficult from this. Decides to roll forward with that, falls a little bit short, gets it back to the middle of the table, but not towards the right side of the table. He is presented here with a cut shot on the sticks. He's looking at it because if he makes this, he will be in line for that 7. So it merits him to go for this shot for sure. Oh, just misses the cut into the corner. We have Jeff here.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks.
Very nice to have you back.
Thank you. Thank you.
What are your thoughts so far on this format and all the matches going on right now?
I can really see that these guys are all playing hard right now. Everyone's playing hard and serious. So, it's nice to see that. That this is gonna turn out to be a great tournament.
Oh, Jeff with a great cut shot there.
Yeah, there goes Jeff.
Again, all races on all 4 tables are
Ooh,
super close.
Look how straight he is. I like that. I like to see good body mechanics.
Yeah, his pre-shot's really good. His fundamentals look very solid. It's his time. Oh no, that's an unfortunate scratch. Yeah. We have Mike up 5-3 here. Let's switch over to Tommy and Bev.
Come on, Tommy. Hey. He's getting some bad rolls, missing the 9 in the pocket, and Bev is coming back and just taking advantage.
Switch it over. There we go.
Now their score needs to be updated. So
Yes, we'll double check that score for you guys as well. You know, we're running a tight ship. We're trying to run a tight ship here. We're commentating. We're moving camera angles. We're keeping score.
That's right.
We're making sure.
We're gonna get this right next time too. Now I know that I need to keep an eye on certain games and maybe have a scoreboard, which we can just get off
Bev getting it there.
Amazon. Mike Holt will have to.
And Bev gets the match. We're looking. We've completed our first match of the night.
Wow, she's got it already, huh?
Bev takes it from Tommy. We'll double check that final score. Bev, what was the final score now?
7-2.
7-2.
Okay.
So we'll
Yeah,
update that on our
Good job.
end.
Good shooting.
7-2 on that one, and we will go over to East Abarca's match. Now, I don't know.
That said rejected.
Pocket was like, no, thank you. Not tonight.
I love both players. I just like having fun too.
No, the competition is real.
No, man, these 2 guys, I do not want to play either one of them. But you know what? I'll play them.
Yeah, you know what?
I will do what I have to do.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah.
No, but the competition is great. The pressure is definitely on.
Oh man, good.
So-
I could feel the heat from this table. Sitting right next to him.
We'll get an updated score on this one as well, too. That is not the score for sure. All right, Lewis here with ball in hand, 3 balls left on the table. Get a score update for you guys as soon as this match or this bracket is complete. See Brent making the 9 on his end. He is
Tied
tied 5-5. We'll go to
Good
that table
game, good
next
game.
once Lewis makes these 2 balls.
I wonder if they can hear us talking.
You know, it's difficult, but I would think that it's so lively in here that at the end of the day, like everything is gonna be so much more in focus. All right, we're gonna take a look at a full rack here. Right, so 3. Sorry guys.
Okay, so we have Brian and Brent's game. I think Brent is going to 6. And he's on the hill.
Yeah,
Now,
so our current
I
score
think it's-
here. Current score here is 5-5. Brent is racing to 6 with the 2-game handicap based on the Fargo rating. Brian with a nice shot there on the ball. Get a little bit more of the table here. So 3 gets the people back to the center of the table. Ooh, unfortunately, Mary's up to that 6. Gets the kick at the corner. The 6 going in.
It's going
Is
in.
it going?
Going
and
in.
It goes. And it goes.
Oh, hey, 9 ball.
They had the option, 9 ball and 10 ball.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of the lag gets to decide which game.
What are you going to choose if you win the game?
Secret. I'm choosing 8 ball, Linda.
Yeah, okay, nobody does that. Not on this table.
I don't know. To be honest, like I could go either way. So
You don't say.
I mean, they don't call me the average SD pool player for nothing, Linda. But yeah, no, I think at the end of the day, it's I guess however I'm feeling that day.
Yeah.
So
Dang. Brian was like, I'm going to win this game.
yeah, Brian just banking things, getting things in the
No,
center of the
I mean,
pocket.
he's on the hill, right? So he's probably like, I gotta show up. Show up or go home.
Go up and go home. He's 2 racks away from winning this set. It is single elimination in this Mothlike TV Masters tournament. The winners of their respective matches will be playing a second match this evening.
Correct.
So we'll do a stream reset for a second and make sure that everything is kind of good to go for the second set of matches. But we do thank you for joining us this evening on Mothlike TV. If you haven't already, go ahead and press the like button on that stream as it does help out the channel. And if you haven't already, go ahead and give the YouTube channel a subscribe and a follow.
This score is 6-4 Luis.
6 for Luis on the other table. Luis needs 2 more games.
Yes.
So that's a close set as well, too.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan with the break, pockets the one ball on the break, and has an opportunity at this two. Attempts to go for the two in the side. Doesn't get it, and unfortunately scratches in the one pocket that he was covering on the screen. So Brent
Here
now
is
with
Brent's opportunity to.
Brent has a great opportunity here. If you see, all balls are practically in front of a pocket here. The 5 does pass into that side. So it's a little bit of a tic-tac-toe. The toughest shot is probably going to be 7 to 8. Because the 8's kind of in no man's land on the table. But this will be a good test for Brent to see if he can close out this set and win the match from here.
What is that, the 4 ball? Oh,
Yes, 4 ball by the 9. Brent taking his time, grabbing his extension on his cue. Knows how important this rack is. Doesn't want to take any chances here at all.
Yeah, just, from 6 to 7 would be.
Yeah, so yeah, the
He'll
7,
get an angle. He'll have an angle.
the 6 to 7 should be fine. It's whatever angle he gets on the 7 is really what's going to determine his success, because the 8 again is kind of in a weird spot. It's on the same side as the 7, so he does have to potentially maneuver this cue ball over to the left
Use
side
the
of the
rail
table.
and get around. Yeah, I
Use
would
an
not
angle.
want to be straight on this. Okay, so there's.
Yeah, so he's taking his time here because he has a lot of options here. He can go forward,
If he
back
goes
towards
forward,
the
he's
center
got
of
to
the table.
really put some power into that. Not really, but enough to come off that second rail, that short rail. Then, I don't know.
Yeah.
Would not take that in the side, though. Yeah, came up a little short there. Bank it. Yeah, he got funny on it.
Yeah, that was
He
always
didn't
going to
stroke it enough.
That
He
was
went forward.
that was always going to be the key shot of this rack. You know, it was just that 8 is so awkward, but we'll see what he does here. Let's take over the bank.
That's what I sound think.
Oh,
what?
goes with a cut.
You fucker.
Wow.
Good cut. Oh, my. We can't swear, right?
I mean, family-friendly stream, but you know, whatever.
I
Like,
love that one.
that was
That's
a
a
great.
cut.
That's a winning shot, Linda, right there. To
Yeah.
be quite honest, like
Yeah.
that's the shot that he needed to make, and he made it. Now he has one more ball to win this match.
And that's
Oh,
it.
and he gets it.
Good job. Close.
Great race on that one. Brent gets that one with his handicap. And let's go over to Holt's stream.
And I'm going to take a break again.
Yes. Also, one more for him? Okay. Got it. Sorry, guys. Just clarify the handicap. Brent needs one more now. So that match is not over. So we'll definitely keep you updated on that match from here. This match right now is 5-4 in favor of Mike. The handicap has already been added to Jeff's score. So both are racing to 8 right now. Alex, great to see you on the chat and on the stream. Thanks for joining us this evening. 3 of the 4 matches in this first round are still in play. We do have one winner already making it to the next round. We have Bev Cook making it to the second match this evening. She'll be awaiting the winner of the Lewis Abarca Matt Servant match, which we'll get at as soon as this rack is done. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Just chilling here with my girl Linda.
Hey.
Providing as much commentary as he possibly can. Jeff with a great kick there. Did his best with what he had at that table. Mike does have an opportunity to make this 3-ball in the corner. That's the 4-ball right next to the 3. So he'll be going side rail to side rail here. Try to keep the cue ball near the center of the table. Jeff now with an opportunity at a run out on this table. Cue ball is on the rail, so he doesn't have too many options to control the cue ball with this steep angle on the 3, but he will go for the 3 in the side. Gonna dig in a little bit here so he can hit that top rail. Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, and he's rewarded for that great shot. A little straight on this 4. Needs to draw this back a little bit towards the center of the table. Try to draw back past the 7 for the 5 in the side. Still gets it. Elects to go 3 rails back towards the center of the table. And, oh, it just ekes past that 7. Another touchy shot here. Has to hold this cue ball. Oh, look at how nicely he stroked that shot. Here he kind of has to punch this cue ball. He's running a little flat here. Oh, does a great job of punching the cue ball back out towards the center of the table. Focus on just pocketing the shot with a little bit of low left. Oh. Felt like he rushed that a little bit. Didn't really have as much confidence in the position in that shot as he did the other shots. Mike now with the opportunity to pocket this 8. Again, falling a little flat on the angle. But he'll have the opportunity to play this 9 inside here. Just gonna cinch this ball. Elects to just cinch the 8 ball. Has this shot on the 9. Oh. Just missing just short of that side pocket. Let's see where that 9 ends up. The 9 ends up a little bit above that corner pocket, not allowing Jeff for a clear shot. There. Curious to see what he elects to do this 9 ball from here. Attempted to play a bit of a containing safety, but I don't think he got the 9 towards the center of that short rail as much as he'd like, and the cue ball down table as much as he would have wanted. He left Mike a cut shot on this 9. Oh, Mike gets it and avoids the corner pocket in that one. That was a great shot. All right, 6-4 is the score on that rack. We're gonna go over to Brent and Brian. Brian is tied up. Brent has a 1 rack handicap on the match with Brian, so he needs 1 more rack. Brian is racing 8. Brent racing 7. Yeah, the pressure is really on this matchup because, again, with the set being so close and this tournament format being single elimination, every rack, every shot counts, every mistake is magnified. So you want to make the most out of every opportunity and chance you have at the table. Brent overcutting the 2 a little bit there. Brian with cut shot for the 2 in the natural position 3, or near where the cue ball is. Brian just cutting it just a little bit, hitting it just above pocket and that rail. Had the right speed, but just didn't have the right aim on that. Draw this out of the corner. Nice delicate touch. Has a steep cut on this, but it happens. Cuts that one. Both with 6 games each in the set and still finding it tough to run out some of these balls.
I want to know what Mr. T is going to choose, what game he's going to choose if he wins the lag.
I think he's going to choose 1 pocket. I don't think Tad is afraid of 1 pocket. He could do that. 1 pocket tournament next.
Oh, God. Watching paint dry.
Snooker. Oh,
Snooker. Okay.
I'll get you on that. Sure. I can't count though, so don't make me count. Too much math. That's me saying that. So right, he has this cut shot on the 5. Cue ball's going away from the 6 here, so decides to just lay up the cue ball. Kept himself a nice angle. This angle to punch over for the 7, making sure he clears the 9. Top shot here. Oh, hit that really clean. That was a great shot. I think he does have sight on that 7. He's looking at it down the corner, so I'm sure he's not hampered. He just sees enough, right, just to be able to pocket it in the corner.
Shot.
Ooh, the nerves. I could feel it from here. That's the official end
Brent
of the match
can
right
stay
there.
on the team.
There
He
we
can
go.
Stay on the team.
Congratulations, Brent. All right, let's move over to table 4 with Abarca, Matt, And that's the end of that match. Lewis gets it over Matt. Breathing a sigh of relief. We have Holty now on the hill. Let me update this score. Linda, do you know the score of Lewis's match? Hi, Norby. Anyone can join. If you're interested in joining in any future Mothlike TV tournaments, you can go ahead and leave a comment on this video or any of Mike Holt's videos, or reach out to him on his socials on Facebook. And with that inquiry of being able to join in future Mothlike Masters events, and he'll get back to you with all the details. Thanks for tuning in.
It was an 8-4 match. Thank you guys for letting me be on the stream. And I'll answer that. The event is, this first one is an invitational. It's a trial that Mike is doing with some of the local players. But I believe going forward, anyone's going to be able to join.
Is that diet?
Diet. So thank you very much for having me. I'm Linda Perez, and I'm going to let you guys finish up with Mike Fernandez, the average San Diego pool player.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
course.
It was great having you on.
Yes,
It's
thanks
so
so
lovely
much.
to see you. The stream's not going to be
Yes.
as cute without you here,
Oh,
but
come on. It'll be cuter with you on it.
oh, come on. We
Um,
appreciate you having you on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, of course. Take care. I'll see you guys next week.
Alrighty, this is our final match of the first round here. We have Holty on the hill. Jeff already has the handicap attached to that score, so he's also racing. So he needs 4 games left in the set. Mr. TT, thank you so much. Jeff with a great attempt at the bank ends up making the one in the slide. So unfortunately for this tournament, the tournament is already full. So we have the first set of rounds tonight. Group B will be competing next Tuesday for the first and second rounds. And then the semifinals and the finals will be live streamed, just like these are, on the following Saturday. So I hope you're subscribed and you're tuning in so that you could follow the tournament series here on Mothlike TV. We're looking forward to, Norby, you reaching out to Mike Holt's socials and, making sure that, you're able to participate in future events. Wait a minute. I have a surprise.
Got my volume good?
You are sounding great.
Good.
We have Bev Cook joining us. Bev, how was that first round for you? Congratulations.
Nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking.
It was, I try to keep my expectations, at a minimum, and I think that helped.
Cool. Now, your match was the only match this evening to play 10 ball. All the other tables elected to play 9 ball. So
Right.
do you think that decision, how important was the decision? Obviously, I think Tommy won the lag.
Yeah.
He chose 10 ball.
He did.
So did that in any way change your gameplay or your plan for the night, considering?
It did, because I just wanted to make the balls. I was happy. Yeah, I was really just happy with my performance. I just wanted to, make the shot, and 9 ball, 10 ball, get down on it, stay focused, make the shots.
Yeah, you had a solid win, 7-2. And as you see on the stream, we just completed our 4th and final first round match. So Mike Holt gets it over Jeff Harrell, 8-4. And we are gonna take a quick reset here to see where the next 2 matches are going to play and kind of give this Holt a break a little bit. So stay tuned, and we will see you
Stay
in a little
tuned,
bit.
everybody.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Hey viewers, thank you very much for tuning in. This is Holty. Very, very big apologies that we started late, and also that we've got these technical glitches. But to be honest, that's the reason I wanted to do this dummy run before we threw ourselves into it properly, because there's always glitches, loads of glitches. So I'm going to be playing Brent at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. I'll be playing Brent on this table. And then let's set up table 2. Okay, we need to change something on there. That is not table 2. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that is table 2, camera 2. What I need to do is use this remote control, bring it around, zoom out. It's not going to be a completely square view, but that's what we're going to get, I think. I think it's a little high. I'm just going to drop that camera down so the light shade isn't so much in the way. 1 second. It's going to be Luis and Bev. We can't wait. We cannot wait for that. So let's get 0-0 on the board, and let's change Tommy Woodland. Tommy. He's going to change to here we go. Luis Abarca, and we're going to go space, and then we'll drag it forward a little. And is he 608? 609. Okay, 609. So that will also commence at exactly 9 p.m. We're going to have a little break. So if you want to, stick around, that's great. But I don't think there's going to be a whole bunch happening unless somebody starts hitting a few balls. Maybe Lewis is going to hit a few balls. I think there you go. Lewis will hit a few balls, keep you all entertained. I'm going to eat my dinner because I'm absolutely starving. I've had nothing to eat all day. And then once I've eaten, I'm happy and good to play, Brent. And we'll get you back then. So go and put the kettle on. Make yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever you want to do. And we'll see you all very, very, very soon. just a little update, guys. This is Michael Fernandez. You can see, average San Diego pool player. You want to check out his channel. He's one of the best YouTube pool players out there. And I don't know about average. I'd say he's certainly well above average pool player, but that's his name. And he's just hitting a few balls while the players are on a break. The first round is over. Just a little recap. I beat Jeff, so I'm through. Brent beat Brian Wroolie, so I'm going to play Brent in a few minutes. Bev Cook beat Tommy Woodland, 7-2. And Lewis Abarca beat Matt Servant, 8-4. So Bev will play Lewis on the other table. Looking forward to it. Match is going to start in about 9 minutes' time. Stick around, folks. Thank you so much. Okay, folks, we're about to begin. That's it, I think. Yeah, here we go.
All right, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me okay? All right, great to see you guys. We are on round 2 of the inaugural Mothlike Masters tournament. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already and you do like the content you're seeing on the stream right now, go ahead and give us a like on this video. If you aren't already, please go ahead and subscribe to Mothlike TV. And if you are interested in participating in a future Mothlike Masters tournament, leave a comment on any of Mothlike's videos or visit his socials on Facebook. Leave him a message on there. He'll get back to you. And we have 2 concurrent matches playing right now, so we'll go back and forth between both. We'll start off here with Holt's match against Brent. Brent will have a +1 handicap on Holt, so he is racing to 7. Mike will be racing to 8 in this 9-ball set. Major Cali 619, what's up? Thanks for being on the stream with us this evening. Nice to see you in the chat. My name is Michael, also known as Average SD Pool Player. I do have my own YouTube channel as well too, so if you want to go visit that and give me a subscribe, that would be absolutely fantastic of you. I appreciate Mike for letting me collaborate with him as another YouTuber doing pool content. Great to see the camaraderie and just kind of getting pool talent, local pool talent, out to the masses. Brent's break. Fortunately, scratches on that break in the side pocket. Holt will have the opportunity at the table. This is the first ever Mothlike TV Masters tournament. We have 16 competitors competing in the tournament. We had 8 competitors tonight, 8 more competitors next week. They'll all play in the winners of those groups will be playing on the following Saturday. Semis and in finals, prize purse of $600 for first place, $400 for second, $200 for third and fourth. We want to give a big shout out to all of the competitors who are participating in the tournament. You know, it's great to see local pool talent out here, but you know, definitely another beast to be playing on stream in front of the masses on YouTube, of all places. Holt with a good cut on the 3 and the side. He does have an opportunity here to play a carom. Cue ball off the 5 into the 8. Just to make sure the cue ball doesn't stay behind the 7. Hit this with good speed. And he hits that with great speed. Table really opened up. Get that good shot. Holty taking his time on this. He knows this the rack makes the 5 go beyond the 6. Well enough to go for the run. Great pockets there to low roll that in. Corner. Over at the secondary table with Luis and Bev. Luis just gets the 9 ball. So up. 1-0 in. Back to the other table. Mike on the 9. Get the first game in this set. He unfortunately rattles that 9 in the corner, giving Brent an opportunity to steal the first game, and he does. He's on that race to 7. Go to table 2. So in the 9-ball format in this tournament, we are playing WNT rules, 9 on the spot, cue ball in the break box. Bev breaking in the break box right now, pocketing the 5 in the lower left hand corner. Cue ball does not out past that 6. She is hampered by that. We'll have the option to push out here. Push out is an option immediately after the break. Push ball and fouling. Coming player has the option. Not or back to the player. Like Bev could just the left side of that one. There's a good containing safety. We can see the right side of this 1 ball here, not enough to pocket it in that upper left hand corner. Who is trying to create separation between the ball and the 1 ball there, using those balls in blocker. Bev's gonna go off the side rail. Careful not to it's that ball next. We'll have the right side of this here. Successful. Some balls in ball. Off this long rail here. To make a nice hit on that 1. Lewis open shot on. Go defensive here. Fortunately, 1 ball leaked out. Bev has a shot at that 1, but may be able to pocket. Attempts to kind of spin that cue ball into that 1 and gives the 1 an open shot for Lewis here. First real opportunity at the table. Cuts that 1. Now Bev with her first opportunity. All right. Draw past this 8. A great shot. Table. Has the upper left corner here. Wants to make sure she stuck behind the sticks. Great shot, opting for the longer shot. 4 balls right down, but a 9. One more good shot here. Ooh. Bev looking to bump the 9 more full. Keep the cue ball down there for that 4. Unfortunately, hits the left side of that. Stuck behind it. Rails here off the long, that short rail. To catch that short rail and ball in hand twist. I'm gonna play this rails around the ball for the cook that cue ball just a little bit. About 4 feet past where he wanted to be at. Get back and one more shot on the 6. Thanks. Play this cue ball off the side rail back to the table. Gets a perfect on the practice break and stop the 9. This goes up 2-0. Set. Holt gets his rack as well too. Racking up there, we're tied 1-1. That. All right, we have Brent to break here. Again, Brent is racing 7. Mike is racing handicap race. How successful Brent is on his break-off. It's a nice square hit on the rack. Pockets the 7 ball in the lower left corner pocket. Deep cut on this 1. 2 is right there below the 9. The magic rack from the table. Going to be difficult to get position on the 2 here so that he could stay offensive on the 2. So he might elect to go defensive on this shot. We'll see what he chooses to do. Thank you once again for joining us this evening in the inaugural Mothlike Masters Tournament. This is the Group A competition, 2nd round. Now, all of these players have already won their first match this evening. They're currently playing their 2nd match. The winners of these matches will go head on to the semifinals 2 Saturdays from now. Eat for the money. Brent kind of going for a 2-way there, attempting to make the 1, but also create some separation between the 2 balls. Fortunately, he did leave a window between the 3 and the 5 for that 1 in the corner. The shot's easy, but the difficulty is getting position on this 2, which only goes on that bottom right corner. The Holty had to potentially navigate through some traffic here. Holt. He gets a friendly bump on the 3 and just passes the 8 in order to get the position for the 2 in this bottom right corner. You know, bit fortuitous, but that was a great shot because he was definitely going for that. Not necessarily the bump off the 3, but needing to get that position on the short side. There was only one way to get there. So, gotta applaud the effort. And he's rewarded because he has a great shot on this 2. And if he's able to pocket this 2, then the run out is there for him. Oh, plays a very smart shot. Just rolling forward with the cue ball, getting a nice little bump off the 9. That's the perfect angle on this 3 as the cue ball is going to go towards the left side rail, which is where the 4 ball is right now. Pretty much get any angle on the 4 as the 5 is in the center of the table as well, which is going to provide him a lot of different options to go for this run out. Mike decides to roll forward there with the cue ball. A good angle here on this 4, enough to be able to just draw this back. Like a bit of a pinch draw. Just looking to see if he could slide the cue ball over, but the 8 is a little bit big, this shot. Has a little bit of an in-between angle here, which is why he's taking a little bit of time. Has to make a decision whether he wants to really kind of dig in and kind of pinch this ball back with a little bit of draw, or slide it a little bit over. Let's see what he decides to do. Decided on the pinch draw, just didn't get enough of a pinch, I guess you could say, on that one. Let the cue ball just a little bit loose. He does have this 5 in the corner. He'll just have to negotiate what part of the 5 he needs to hit. It's very close contact here. Did the best he could do there. Didn't have much control of that cue ball because of the proximity of the cue ball to the 5, but he still has an opportunity at this table. Mike attempting to cut and just undercutting that a little bit, hitting it a little bit above, hitting the rail just above the pocket. Cue ball or 6 ball jarring out of that corner. Brent here with an opportunity to take this rack. Multi. He has to decide here whether he wants to draw this back up table or use a little bit of high right to kind of get the cue ball over to the left side of the table from here. Yeah, that shot was made difficult by the fact that he was using the bridge. He had to cheat the pocket just a little bit to get the cue ball over. And when you've been sitting down for the whole rack and that's the shot you have to come up with, that's a tough shot to kind of hold your nerve and get back into the swing of things. Mike measuring the cut into the side here. 6 ball is past that side pocket, so it's much steeper cut than it looks on screen. cue ball is going to be flying towards that corner pocket. You really mind that. Use the shot. The shot is surprisingly heavily dependent on speed. I would I would personally finish the shot and go a little bit slower. That the cue ball hits just before hits the rail just for that corner pocket. Take the longer shot on the 8. Oh, very close with that one. Just missed it. But he had good speed. Didn't really leave Brent much. That 6s. Nowhere near getting pocketed in that side. Brent measuring, I think, the safety here. He's going to try and tuck this cue ball behind the 8, bring the 6 somewhere up table. Tries to get separation on both balls. He did a great job. Always getting that object ball in the middle of the short rail is the best thing you could do against your opponent, because that is one of the toughest spots on the table to shoot from. Multi shooting off the rail here. Played a great containing safety there. Even though the 6 kind of leaks out a little bit, where Brent can see the left side of the 6 as he's hit on the right now. That was great speed judged by Holt there. One of the typical end rail to end rail snooker safeties there. Brent's going to want to hit this with a little bit of left English to hold that cue ball down there and send the 6 ball back up to where the cue ball is now. Spin this in. Opted to go for the cut from there. Can't fault him for that. He hasn't really had an offensive shot all match, so he decided to just go for it there. And again, cannot fault him for going for that shot at all. Going for the win. Back with a great cut shot there. He needs another one on this 8 ball. Ideally wants to hit this with a little bit of low right English, because wants the cue ball to come back to kind of where it is now on that side of the table. We could play the 9 the side, but also help Adam pocket this 8 as well too. Thank you once again for tuning in tonight to Mothlike TV. We do appreciate all of you tuning in, getting active in the chat. Oh, great shot. Decides to just cinch that ball and take the medicine that he's been given. 9 ball in the upper right corner. We are 2-1. The Holty go back to the second table. Get you an updated score here in a second. I have currently on the 5 ball right now. I might be mistaken on the score here, but I'll get an update as soon as the rack ends. Bev with a very important 8 ball here. Oh, fortunately misses that. Lewis at the table now with an opportunity to get another rack on his side of the scoreboard. All right, we're currently 4-2 right now with Lewis and Bev. We're going to stick with Lewis and Bev for this next rack. Bev is racing to 6 in this race. Lewis is racing to 8. So, fortunately, the interface shows it incorrectly, but we'll keep on reminding you guys. Bev is racing to 6. Lewis is racing to 8 in this set. The winner of this match will face the winner of the Holt Brent match. Both of these matches competing for a spot in the semifinals to be played 2 weeks from now on Saturday. Lewis up to break. Lewis coming up dry on the break. Bev with an opportunity here at the table. Here's a look on at the right side of the 1 ball. Bev going aggressive and making that 1 ball in the corner. That was a very deep cut, so that was a great shot. Another cut shot here into 2. Just wants the cue ball somewhere in the center of the table. Or this 3. Doesn't make the ball, but Lewis doesn't really have an offensive shot here unless potentially play the carom 2 into the 4. He definitely doesn't pass the corner pocket. Oh, it did. Oh my goodness. That's a great shot then. Because he was able to negotiate the angle onto the 3. To draw this back. A little flat, so he has to draw past 7. Does have a good shot on this 4. Gonna use a little bit of right English. Come back to, or draw this back low left, back to towards the center of the table. Did use it in. Fooled me. Good shot on this 5 to just kind of stun this over or use a bit of top. That short rail to play this side. Good angle on the 6 to just draw this cue ball back. Play the 7 in opposite side. Elected to go forward there. Needs to make one more good shot here. Cue ball is going to go towards the left side of that table, so he wants to bounce off that side rail back towards the center. Overhit that a little bit because he definitely didn't want to be on the rail. But he falls good enough short side. Just needs to play one more good shot from here. Take this rack. Measuring the 9 ball in the side pocket from here, so he might be going forward with high angle off this rail. That's the difficulty of playing any cue ball off the rail, is that your stroke needs to be very straight and accurate, as it's only hitting just the top side of the ball, and any English applied to that from misaiming or miscuing is going to just alter that shot line. So Bev here with an opportunity elects to play the 8 just past the 9. I think Lewis will have a chance to go for this 8 ball in the corner. Waiting for Holty because Holty is right at the other corner pocket here. Not really. So Holty, that the shot that Holty's looking at right in line where Lewis is at. Oh, Holty making a great shot on the 7. Bounces off the side pocket and lines up straight into the 9. So we'll stick with this match and go back to Bev and Lewis in a second. We're going to see Mike complete this rack out. Oh, Lewis with a great shot on the 8 there. Go back to table 2. He was able to pocket that 8 all the way in that upper right corner. Left with this position on the 9. And pockets that one, taking a 5-2 lead in his set against Beverly. We're going to switch over to... Both tables are racking right now. So this is a perfect opportunity to take a quick break and remind you all to go ahead and like the video if you're watching with us this evening on Mothlike TV for the inaugural Mothlike Masters Tournament. This is Michael, average SD pool player, in the commentary booth with you guys today. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Mike Holt, for allowing me to commentate on this matchup. If you're interested in playing in future Mothlike Masters tournaments, you can go ahead and leave a comment on any of the Mothlike videos on his channel. Or you could visit Mike's socials on Facebook, leave him an inquiry on there, and he'll definitely get back to you regarding the details on the next tournament. We've been saying all evening how the competition in the tournament tonight has been fierce. Had great matchups all night, all close sets. Every player taking every opportunity very seriously, as it is a single elimination tournament. Tommy, great to see you on the chat, Tommy. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Mike with a great cut shot there on the 1. Great touch. Let's see if he gets position on the 2. Oh, he sure does. There's a bit of a slight cut on the 2, but with the 3 sitting in the center of the table, he can definitely make this cue ball dance around that top side of the table. Fairly almost every pocket open for the 3. But Mike's going for the gusto here. 2-9 combination. I don't blame him. The cut shot in the corners looks just as tough as this 2-9 combo. So I'm going to elect to go for a shot. I'm going to go for the shot that's going to afford me the win. Ooh, Mike just barely misses that and does leave the 2 in the side for Brent here. Brent with a real opportunity here. All the balls are fairly open. Doesn't want to let Mike go too far ahead in this set. It's a good opportunity for him to kind of settle in with this set of balls on the table. Key shot here really is the 4 to the 5. He wants a good angle off this 3 to get on the 4. Stay on this short side for the 5. Tries to draw back. A great shot. You just slide the cue ball over just past the 6. Off the side rail. Oh, wasn't able to slide enough there. Kind of nestled up right behind that 6. Yeah, David, that was a NK David. That was a great cut shot by Mike. Always fun to see those go in. Brent with a little bit of a masse there, able to get the good hit on the 5. But Mike here with an opportunity to close out this rack. Holt just taking a look at where he wants the cue ball to travel, because the 9 and the 7 are kind of, you know, kind of laying big in the center of the table here. If he goes 2 rails, the 7 is kind of big, so he has to navigate either above or below it. If he tries to go to the center of the table using a draw, the 9's going to be kind of big to find a window somewhere. Yeah, having to navigate the cue ball there made the shot just a little bit harder. Brent here left with a deep cut on this 5. Potentially just pocket this 5 with a little bit of center ball English, and it could go 2 rails around the 6 back towards the center of the table. Needs to mind his speed here and make sure the cue ball doesn't travel too far down table. That's the difficult part of this shot. Oh, hits that with great speed and gets great position. That's a great shot from there. That's a winning shot. Bev wins a rack against Lewis. Bev has 3 points. Lewis has 5. You on that score, the other table. Brent with a great shot there. 2 rails with a little bit of side spin to get back 7. Rails again here. 1, 2. Brent has a delicate shot here. Just wants to hit this with a little bit of stun center ball. Doesn't want to draw because it's going to draw into the side. To play a little bit of high here. Oh, he gets rewarded with a nice shot. A nice little bump on that 9. Would be a great rack for him to get if he can pocket this 9. Really help boost his confidence and get rolling here in this set. Oh, Brent gets it. A good rack for him. So he's racing the 7. Brent has 2. Holt has 3. He's racing the 8. Go to table 2. All right, Bev there with a great safety. Really keeping it in there with Lewis. This is, as you can see, the matchup is, you know, a little bit one way here, but the competition is still tough no matter what. We're talking about one set to on to the semifinals here, so both players are going to try their best. So Bev here with a great opportunity at a run out. She has ball in hand on this 3-ball. Bev looking to get aggressive here. Go for the 3-9 combination. I do not fault her by any means. She needs to win 6 racks here. She's already halfway. Oh, no, sorry. She needs to win 5 more. We already included her score with everything. So technically, both players are racing the 8 at this point. Lewis going aggressive, banking that 3 and pocketing that shot. Gets position on the 4. Key shot here in this rack is the 6 to the 7, so he needs a good angle off this 5-ball. The angle that he's kind of left himself, he might just leave himself short side for the 7 in the upper left corner here. Long shot, but if he pockets it, it should be natural position on that 8. They just one good shot here. Oh, looked like it was going there about like 3/4 of the way, and then it just turned a little bit right at the corner. So Bev now with the opportunity here to get another rack on her side. Ideally, Bev would like to play this cue ball with a little bit of draw. Draw it back towards the center of the table. Gonna go high. Got the high, or got the right spin, but just didn't hit that high enough, unfortunately. She does have an opportunity to play this 8 in the side. It's a very steep angle. Would be a great shot, though. That's great touch. Oh my goodness, what a great shot. The nerve and the pressure to make a shot like that is incredible. There we go. Bev getting a rack on her side of the board. We are 4-5. Again, both players racing to 8. Bev has already been scored her handicap for this set, so they are even racing to 8 right now. We're going to switch over to table 1. Holt on the 4-ball right now. Falling a little straight on this ball. Gonna see how straight his stroke is because he needs to draw this back. Jars the 4-ball in the corner, and now Brent with an opportunity get this rack and potentially tie the set up here. Brent looking at this 5 in the upper left corner of the table. Might elected to play up there. He'll have more control of the cue ball if he plays the 5 in the upper left versus the upper right. Play this with a bit of a low right. Plays it in that side of the table. Overcuts it just a tad. Mike's going to try to spin this cue ball down towards the side of the table. But Brent has a window here between the 7 and the 9 to pocket this 5. Just missing that 5. Whenever you have a long shot like that, it requires so much focus, especially if you need to add some kind of spin or push on the ball. Your accuracy and everything just gets magnified that much more with that much distance between the cue ball and the object ball. Mike here with a fairly straight shot on this 5 wants to send this over to the side rail. Draw this back. Mike rolling forward a little bit, playing the 6 now on the side. Has a great angle to fall forward right where his cue ball is for that 7 in the corner. 7 does pass by the. And if you're just tuning in, welcome to Mothlike Masters, the first tournament here streamed on Mothlike TV. Tournament series back. This is Group A. We've already had 4 first round matches. This is the second round match. 2 tables left. Next week, same format. The winners from each group bracket will face each other in the semifinals that following Saturday, which will also be live streamed here on Mothlike TV. So Mike does have a shot on 7, but the cue ball is going to be tracking up table here. So he's hitting the shot with the right side to leave it much over to the left side of the table as he can. Not made even more difficult by the fact that the cue ball's on the rail. Plays a great shot, and he does have a look at this 8 in the corner. So just barely caught that cue ball in time for that. Thank you once again for tuning into the stream. Please leave any feedback on the chat if you can hear and see us all right. This is Mike Fernandez on the commentary booth on the mic. Mike on the mic, also known as Average SD Pool Player. I have a YouTube channel of my own, so if you would like to go visit that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I would love that personally. Important shot from Mike. I'm going to go up and going to this cue ball off to the side. That's a great shot. Able to kill that cue ball a little bit so he could let his stroke loose. But the cue ball didn't travel too far. He was able to hold it. Hold the angle for this 9 in the pocket. Am I taking any challenge matches? I am always open to taking challenge matches. So you're more than welcome to reach out on my YouTube or my Facebook socials, and we can coordinate something for sure, Jesse. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. All right. Both tables ending the match at the same time. We are 6-4 with Bev and Lewis, both racing to 8 at this point. We've already given Bev her 2-game handicap on this set, so they are both racing to 8. So Bev needs 4, Lewis needs 2. Lewis to break here on the WNT rules or WNT format. 9 on the spot. Cue ball in the break box. Lewis pocketing the 5 in the bottom left corner here. Does not have a shot on the 1. 7 just kind of rolls up next to that 1. Woohoo, Jesse. Yeah, let's do it. I'm down. Lewis getting a fortunate roll there. Was able to bump 3 and the 6, and the cue ball ending up behind the 3. Bev 1 rail kick here on the side. Oh my goodness. Oh, does not make that 1. What a great attempt at that. That 1 is deep into the pocket, so Lewis is going to have to get this with a lot of left English or get down. Yeah, that was always going to be difficult. Like the cue ball stops just in time for the to be cut in the bottom right corner. Center ball English here. Ball back towards the center of the table. That's the 4 ball just below the 9 ball here, so he's looking at coming off the side rail or above it, which is kind of the safer shot for him because the 6 is down there, but he's flat on this 3. Make sure he gets off the side rail, and he does. An angle here on the 6 to come down for the 7. Has a great angle. Play low right here. Bring it up towards the other side of the table for the 7. A great shot. As the cue ball coming into the angle on the 7. Lewis has a couple options here for this 8. I personally like going low left, drawing rails back towards the center of the table. He elects to do that and gets fairly straight on the 8 here. Just needs to fall a little forwards for 9 ball. It's a very important rack for Lewis because this will get him on the hill. Get him into the semifinals of this inaugural Mothlike Masters tournament. We were keeping seeds in this tournament. Technically, with the Fargo rating, Lewis is the number 1 seed, but this tournament is not seeded. It was randomized. Lewis on the hill here. Go back to table 1 really quick. That's the updated score based on the coins from what I can see. Mike is going to go for this 7 ball in the upper right corner. A little bit of low left here, going to draw off the side rail back towards the table. Decides to go with a little bit of inside follow, go 3 rails, and that's perfect. Cue ball falls right into the angle for that 8. Mike with this 9 ball to go up in the set. Seemingly easy shot, but with all this distance between the cue ball and the object ball, it is requires a very accurate hit here. Yeah, that's exactly, kind of what he was. Oh. Mike getting that in the corner. Or, they're counting the opposite. 5. I think it's 5-2 in this race. Go to the other table here. 5-2. Got the confirmation from Holty, 5-2. We have Bev at the table shooting at the 6 ball right now. Or, sorry, 3 ball. That's a good shot. She lost her cue ball a little bit there, but she still has an opportunity to make this 4. The corner. Tough thing about this shot, though, is getting position on the 5. Because the 7 is kind of crowding that 5 over the side. All right, this is Lewis's chance to close out this set. Should be illegal. Yeah, I agree. That's 9 ball for you. Yeah, really crazy how the turn of events are. Lewis was a great shot on the 4 in the corner. Delicate position here because the 9 is also crowding the 6. Oh, yeah, that was pretty difficult. And Lewis gets really fortunate there. I think corner hooks Bev and hooks are behind the 7. So double whammy there for Bev. She's been making great kicks all night though, so let's see if she's successful at this attempt. There we go. Look at that. Yeah, so this is, Lewis would have to dig down really deep here to avoid hitting that 6-9. There's a bit of a cut. No, I'm not surprised if Lewis played that 9 into that 6 and got positioned for that 7 from there, because there was really no way to avoid hitting that 9-6. Lewis taking his time here, because he just needs 2 balls to close out this match. That's a very confident stroke going up 2 rails. That's the match right there. Congratulations to Luis Abarca for getting that set. 8-4 over Bev Cook. Bev with a great run tonight. Congratulations on her tournament run. There's a lot of pressure. Every mistake, every shot magnified in this single elimination tournament. So give it up to all of these competitors for putting on a great show for you guys tonight on Mothlike TV. Gonna switch over to table number 1. Current score here: Mike Holt 5, Brent 2. Brand's telling me most of the luck in pool is bad, which I agree. So you got to make your own good luck. Exactly. She just said it. You got to make your own good luck here in the game. So I totally agree. Brent now at the table has the 3 ball here in the side pocket. 4 is in an awkward spot right next to that 6 ball here in this cluster down here in the bottom right. Yeah. Hey guys, sorry, it took a quick break there. We are on our final match of the evening. We have our first semifinalist on the board. It's Luis Abarca. He will play the winner of this match. Mike once again racing to 8 here. He's 3 racks away from the set win. Brent racing to 7, 5 racks away from the set win. Holty with a shot on the 7 here in the side pocket. Thank you for joining us this evening on Mothlike TV. We are streaming out of San Diego, California at On Cue Billiards here in La Mesa. Ooh, Mike with the bump on the 9 that leaves him just behind it. Mike going for the short cue here will attempt to jump the cue ball over the 9. Looking to pocket the 8 inside. This is a successful jump. The cue ball will track towards the top side of the table and back down. So there's a lot of good that can happen from here if he hits it well. Brent faced with a tough shot on that 8. Mike with the opportunity to make this 8 ball in the corner. Definitely going to try and slice this in. The 8 is far enough forward in front of that side pocket where he can avoid the scratch. Tempted to actually go for the scratch in, or sorry, the shot in the side pocket. Very deep cut on that one. Brent with a great opportunity here. Get this rack for himself. Hits it right into the jaw of that corner pocket. Brent going for this cut shot in the corner. Makes something happen for himself here. Oh, makes a great shot. And when you're down in a set, need to kind of get your energy flowing, pumping again, especially the 8 he just missed before that. That's a great way to kind of get your spirits back up. Makes that 9. He gets a rack on his side. 5-3 now. Holt racing to 8. Brent racing to 7. While we're in between racks, just want to remind you all, if you are watching for the first time here on Mothlike TV, go ahead and give us a like on this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to press that bell button for notifications on every future live stream that we have going on here on Mothlike TV. Holty does a great job of putting a great production together. You know, setting up the camera, he's setting up this interface. He's setting up the microphone for me to talk on tonight. So all these likes from you viewers will definitely help this channel grow. So go ahead and press that like button if you haven't already. Don't forget to visit Mike Holt's socials on Facebook. Start following him on there. He's looking to get enough followers in order to start live streaming from the Facebook as well. So if you can do that, that would be absolutely fantastic. All right, Brent up to break here, trailing 3-5. WNT rules, 9 on the spot, cue ball in the break box. Ooh, unfortunately scratches in the side pocket. Very common. That just means he's just hit just a little bit to the right of that one ball. That cue ball usually tracks towards the side pockets when you're hitting a little bit off center or not square on the rack. Full house here at On Cue tonight. Get to see on a Tuesday night. Always love being a full pool room. Mike here with the opportunity at a great run out. These are actually the key shots here because all of these balls are going into the same corner pocket. So he has to maneuver this cue ball so that he can make these, the 2, the 3, and the 4 into the same corner pocket. He has a delicate cut shot here on this 3 because he has to go back and forth, but avoid hitting the 4 on the way up. Still potentially get position for it. So lots of things going on with this shot. See how he handles it. Was then unable to avoid the 4 on the way up. And unfortunately puts the 4 in a position where he does not have an offensive shot. That cut into the side is extremely steep. The 8 ball is blocking the 4 in the corner, upper right corner. Could potentially play a safety, hitting the 4 up towards 9, keeping the cue ball behind the 6 over on this right side rail. And he plays a good shot. does leave Brent an alleyway up against this long rail on the right. Brent just wants to be sure he hits this more full or over to the left side of the 4 ball as you see it on your screen. Anything towards the right or below the 4 might track that cue ball over to the corner pocket. Tough kick because that cue ball is close to that side rail, so whatever action he's putting on that cue ball is going to take very fast. So he has to really commit to the shot. Fortunately, missed the kick on that. Mike has ball in hand now. Even with ball in hand, Holt's going to use the bridge here. This shows how difficult it is to get position on this shot. He's electing to go 2 rails back towards this the bottom side of the table so he could pocket the 5 in the side. A little bit of high left here. 1, 2. Did he hit this hard enough? Came up a little bit short, but he still does have a shot on 5 in the side. Looking to go 3 rails with this cue ball back towards the center of the table. And overcuts it. Fortunate to leave the cue ball behind the 6 there. Not leaving Brent with much here. Can potentially kick off this left long rail and kick the 5 into the pocket. The easier kick is off this right long rail, making contact with the 5. Want to hit this 5 too deep as well because that cue ball can go into the side. Oh my goodness. Made a great hit. 5 was tracking towards that bottom corner and just ekes out of there. Mike going for this cut shot. That's great touch on that. Bumps the 8 and keeps an angle on the 6. Pocket this down in the bottom right corner as you see it on your screen. He's going to track forward with this cue ball. Bring the cue ball towards the head spot on the table. Just high English here. Needs to hit this nice. Really mind his speed. Speed's really important on this shot. Doesn't want to overhit this. Mike making a great shot on that 6. Does have an angle for the 7 that goes away from the 8, so he do with a little bit of left English go maybe 4 rails around for the 8 top side of the table. 1, 2, 3. Watch out for that corner. Hits that 4th rail. That's great. Falls a little flat on the 8 though. So he needs one more good shot here. Jars that 8 ball in the corner, and Brent with another opportunity here. Take this rack from Holt. Wants to play this 8 ball with a little bit of high ink. Find his speed as well here. So it doesn't go too far. Needs to hit that pocket. But always the tough part about holding the cue ball. Kind of decelerate a little bit and you kind of lose your accuracy. That was definitely an opportunity for Brent. Mike playing it safe there. The cue ball, the lower side of that 9. We'll try and pocket this 9 inside pocket. Oh, and he drains it into the side pocket, and we have Holty at 6, Brent at 3, Holty racing to 8, Brent racing to 7. Mike needs 2 more racks, Brent needs 4. The math this game right now. Thank you all once again for tuning in to Mothlike TV. We do appreciate you staying with us tonight on this live stream of the first ever Mothlike Masters Tournament. Group A, round 2. We had 8 players compete tonight. These are the last 2 players competing for one of the semifinal spots. Group B, another 8 players will be competing next Tuesday, same time, same Mothlike TV channel. So we hope to see you guys then. Mike Holt to break here. WNT rules, 9 on the spot, 8 cue ball in break box. Ooh, cue ball runs loose and finds the bottom of that right side pocket. No, Danny, this is the final match of the evening. All the other matches have concluded. The other quarterfinal match was Lewis Abarca and Bev Cook. Lewis got that match 8-4, if I remember correctly. 8-4. So Lewis is already advancing on to the semifinals 2 Saturdays from now. Already in the money. Top 4 is being rewarded with the cash prize in this tournament format. Brent with a nice shot on the 2, but an unfortunate bump on the 7 leaves him on the bottom side of the table. Hooked. Behind the 4 in the He's looking at a window between this 4-6. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a great attempt. Fortunately, leaves Mike a shot 3 in the bottom right corner. And this is actually the key shot of the match. Pocketing this 3 and getting position on the 4. Mike with a good shot there on the 3. Pocket this 4. Roll forward, hitting this bottom rail. Back towards the center of the table. Ooh, ran into a little bit of traffic. Was looking to put a little bit of inside English on there. Mike's in a tough spot here because I don't think he sees any part of that right long rail in order to kick at this 5. He's going to use his jump cue here. Hope my audio is coming through okay. I've been having to adjust my mic all night. It's kind of, whew, that's a lot. There's a lot going on tonight, a lot of action. We're going to go flying here. A lot of good things can happen here if he makes a good hit. Oh, he was able to see the right side of that 5. Yeah, and comes up. With a good shot, I think. Yeah, Brent is conceding the fact that he cannot see it straight on, so he will be using a jump cue. Brent's been in this fight all night. He had a great first matchup against Wroolie. Holding his own here against Mike. Not necessarily getting the rolls that he wants, but look at him making tremendous shots like that. First clearing that 9 ball and then pocketing the 5 with position on the 6. The 6 goes both in the corner and in the side. The side pocket is the easier shot but tougher position, whereas the upper right corner is the tougher shot but the easier position on the 7. So we'll see which shot Brent elects to go for. He likes to go in the corner. Didn't really leave Holty with an offensive shot, but I would predict that Holty is going to play a safety here. Leaving his cue ball behind the 8. Bringing a 6 ball over to the long rail. That's a great shot. Married that cue ball right next to that 8. Brent will only have one opportunity to kick this off this left long rail. If he hits it on the bottom side of the 6, as you see it on your screen right now, he could get some distance or separation between the two, so that's ideally where he'd like to hit it. Oh, it's the top side of the 6, and the cue ball finds its way into the side pocket. It's a bit unfortunate there, because he made a great hit. Cue ball just finding its way into that side. Mike with ball in hand here on the 6. Trying to line up the ideal angle for that 7 as that 8 is playing big. Decides to play the short side here and roll up for the 7. I think that's highest percentage shot here. And falls short, unfortunately. I want to thank you all for tuning in once again to this another Mothlike TV live stream. Holty has been streaming a lot of his league matches, as well as his BCA run in Vegas. He participates in both the 10 ball and 8 ball league, which he live streams here on his channel. Oh. Cue ball finds the bottom of the pocket there. And this is his first go at live streaming a tournament format on his channel. If you're interested in participating in future Masters Mothlike tournaments, go ahead and leave a comment on any of his videos. or leave an inquiry on his socials, namely Facebook, and he'll get back to you with all the details regarding the next Mothlike tournament on the schedule. Brent a little bit upset at himself there because he drew way too far back on that 7. Oh, gives it back with another scratch. You know, it's interesting because you can sit and watch and kind of say like, oh man, how is this happening? But the context of it all is that these players are participating in a single elimination tournament with a significant buy-in and very generous cash prize attached to it. So whatever pressure they're feeling right now is, you know, for most people unlike anything that they've ever experienced. So give it up to all the competitors playing tonight. Holt makes a 9. He leads 7 racks to 3. Holty is on the hill, so let's do this for the first time tonight. We're 7-3. Okay. 7-3 to 7-3 right now. Just confirming that score with Holty. Holty's on the hill, and things may not be going Brent's way at the moment, but it's super important to understand that these sets are never over, and that a momentum shift can change at any point, and there could be multiple momentum shifts in a set, especially a race to 7 or race to 8. Probably my favorite format, or probably my favorite way of playing, is these races to 8 and 7, because it allows for those dramatic momentum changes to happen during the match. So I never really feel out of it until literally the last ball. So, Brent has to realize, he's already had one good win on his side tonight. He could potentially be on the verge of another good win here if he can make this comeback. So just needs to continue to play solid and hope that the luck kind of goes his way. It's difficult because the players are playing alternating break as well. So if you're not making any balls on your turn at the break, it's really difficult to create that momentum for yourself. Mike here with a tough cut shot on the 1. Pockets that 1. You have the 2 on the long left rail. You have a huge cluster of balls near the head spot with the 9, 5, 6, and 8. Mike trying to use that group of balls as a blocker, but he falls short with the cue ball. Doesn't leave the 2 in a favorable spot for Brent here. Attempts to cross bank into the corner. Doesn't leave Mike with much here with this 2, but I'm going to assume there's going to be separation between the 2 and the cue ball after this shot. Mike playing the 2 into those group of balls. Trying to make something happen there. He leaves Brent with a long shot on the 2. Difficult position. Not the easiest run from here by any means. A little bit of fortune there with the cue ball hiding behind the 6. Holt's gonna elect to jump here. Real kick available. Oh goodness me. Jumps with his full cue. Jump. Bank. It's like it's kind of uncommon, but look, he made it and found the words for it. Jump bank. There you go. Gonna play safety, leaving the cue ball in the center of that bottom rail behind the 9 ball. Successful safety. Brent's gonna go for his jump shot or jump cue here. Everyone's so proficient with a jump cue these days. It's really amazing to see how much the technology has really kind of helped elevate the game and kind of changed it for the most part. Whoa, wow. What is going on? Makes a great jump shot over to 3, pockets the 3, but unfortunately scratches in the process of that. Yeah, it's tough for Brent. It's kind of not going his way, and it's really hard to shake that off, you know. But Mike here back at the table with an opportunity to close this set and this match out and advance as the second semifinalist here. Didn't want to leave that cue ball on that side rail, so just needs to maneuver this around a 6, get the cue ball back towards the center of the table. Cinch this 5. Oh, has a nice bump on that 6 to bring it closer to the pocket. Stop the cue ball right here. Give himself an angle on the 7. Great shot. Hit this with a little bit of right English. Wants to get essentially where he pointed his cue, so he can get a nice natural angle to come back down for the 9. So this just needs just a little bit of right English. Have the cue ball float back up towards the center of the table. Look at it float. Far enough so it doesn't get hampered by the 9. He's kind of fallen a little bit flat on this 8. And what I mean by flat is that he doesn't have the natural angle to go into the rail and back down towards the table. He has to use a little bit of stun or just draw this straight back. Taking a little bit of time because it's just not the most natural angle here. I'm queuing low here. Holty resetting himself. It is a pretty busy pool hall tonight, so there's a lot going on. But this is an important shot for him because this is for the match. Oh, and there's the set. Mike gets it. 8 games to 3. Congratulations, Mike. We have our 2 semifinalists on to the Mothlike tournament. We have our first semifinalist, Louis Abarca. We have the second semifinalist right here, Mike Holt. the two winners tonight are going to face each other in the semifinals. Not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, and compete for a spot in the finals. Again, this has been Average SD Pool Player. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I'm going to pass the mic over onto Holty, Mike Holt, and he'll close out the stream for this evening. Great to see you all, and we'll see you all next week.
Hey guys, it's Mike and Mike. Here we are. And I just want to say a huge thank you to Average San Diego Pool Player here. If you've not already said, give him a like and get on his channel and subscribe, do all of those good things, that'd be great. And so it's all come to an end tonight. It's myself and this gentleman here. Where is he gone? Where's he gone? There he is. That's Luis. Have a little wave up there. So me and Luis are going to meet in the semi-finals on Saturday the 19th. And the next group is going to play next Tuesday. So tune in, put a date in your diary, 7 p.m. Tuesday the 15th. That's going to be Group B, another 8 players, and we'll do it all again. And we'll iron out a few of the creases that we had in today's production. So thank you also very much for tuning in. If you haven't already subscribed, please smash that subscribe button. Have we got a thing here that we can press? Yeah, just do that. Click like, click subscribe, and do all those good things. And we love you very much. Thank you so much for watching. See you all again.